Hey, so today I'm going to share my blood test results with you. So these are about 2.5 months old. I had to get them reprinted today because I couldn't find them anywhere. So I'm going to compare these with Freelee's blood test so you can see the difference. So you're going to see the results of my blood test after being strict high carb vegan for 6 months. I also transitioned before that a little bit too. If you have a look, you're going to see now the results from the 24th of the 3rd, 2012. Now this is when, probably I'd say a year after I was first sick with Crohn's disease. And then you've got the 24th of the 7th, which is when I was very ill. I was quite stressed, quite sick, everything. Chronic pains, just highly inflamed at that point. Now, the 13th of the 6th, so this is this year. So this is 6 months after being high carb vegan and about 8 months after getting a colonoscopy and endoscopy to check that everything was okay inside my stomach, and probably about a year after quitting my medication as well, after I stopped taking my medication. So now if we look at the potassium, that's the first thing. So eating 20 plus bananas a day, my potassium is wonderful. So it was 5.0 there, 4 here, 4.6 here. And Freelee's results were 4.4.
Vegan on a high fruit diet. Potassium. That's too much potassium. You shouldn't be having that much. Too many bananas. Well, as you can see, 4.4, smack bang in the middle. We got no problems at all there. So potassium is perfect. Go down to glucose. I was literally sipping a smoothie within, like 5 seconds of taking that test. And look, 5.1, perfect. No problem at all. So urea is a little bit low there, but even the doctor agreed that that's a good thing because I don't eat animal products. It's actually less acid in the body, so that's good. We go down to total calcium, 2.49. It's like right up the top there. I've got plenty of calcium. A lot of people are like, where are you going to get your calcium on a vegan diet? Where are you going to get it? Well, there you're going to get it from plants, folks, from fruits, from vegetables, no problem at all. Okay, so let's moving over to the really important one, the one that people love to ask, where do you get your protein on a vegan diet? Well, look, there's my total protein. Bam, 72. No issues at all. There's no protein deficiency in my body, folks. After 7.5 years as a vegan, so there's no problem at all. Don't worry, you're going to get your protein.
So we've got the urea, which is the acid in our body. So that is quite low now. It was high, 3.6, 3.6. And now it's 1.8. So this is just showing it's very low now. So that's the acid in my body. So a healthy body is alkaline, an acidic body is unhealthy and is in the disease state, basically, which cancer can only survive an acidic body. So illness and disease, acidity. So being in an alkaline state, really good. So that's a really good result. Freelee's was 1.2, so pretty good. Now we go down to the glucose. So if we look at the glucose levels, 5.3, 4.9, 5.2. So pretty good considering I eat over 2,000 calories a day in fruits, in sugar, glucose, fruits, and raw sugar. Lots of raw sugar in my smoothies, don't you worry. So that's pretty good. Now we're going to go up to the total calcium. So the calcium, my calcium was 2.31, 2.3, 2.33. So still good. Good range. Freelee's 2.49, so it's within a really good range. So plenty of calcium and no dairy. You do not need another animal's milk to be healthy and get enough calcium. It just depletes your calcium dairy. So look at my calcium, pretty good. Okay, so we've got, next is the total protein. So here we've got 71, 77, and now it's 75. Well within the good range. Freelee's was 72, so that's really good. Really good.
For this test, this is a thyroid function test, TSH. And I used to be on a medication. I used to have a low thyroid function proven by a blood test. And look, bam, in the middle, no problems at all. It's very, very efficient now, so I'm very, very happy with that. If you have hypothyroidism, then definitely jump on this lifestyle. It really does work. So the next page we have general hematology, the blood. Okay, I don't understand a lot of these figures. I'm not really into blood tests and stuff like that, but I know that I need to show everybody these. So we've got red blood cell and white cell count. So if you're into all those figures and everything, you can check it out. They're all within the healthy range.
Okay, then we're going to move on to thyroid. So I'm just hiding my personal details here, which has got my doctor's name, my address and everything. So if we go, oh, that's not the right one, sorry, this is it. Okay, so this is the thyroid function. So my thyroid before was quite low when I was sick, 1.01, 1.58. And now it's at a good 2.86. So thyroid is functioning very well. So we've got Freelee's was 2.31. So pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that result. Thyroid is very good. Okay, so next we're going to look at the blood counts. So now the blood counts. So if you look at the white count in particular, you'll see it was 6.1, and when I was quite sick, 3.4. So that means that when I was very sick, there wasn't enough white blood cells producing, I guess, to fight off inflammation and whatnot. And that was probably because that's what happens. Your body goes into attack mode and attacks itself. Anyway, then we've gone up to 6.5, which is really good. So 6.5, and Freelee's was 6.1, so pretty happy about that. Okay, now we go over to B12. So B12 levels. Now, my B12 was a bit low for what I like. Now, the range is to be above 180. My result was 206 before, and now it's it's 221. So it's definitely gone up a tiny bit, I guess, but that would probably be because I was supplementing with the sublingual methylcobalamin B12. So with B12, I'll share the link to Freelee's blog with some info on it, but you have to be really careful with B12 because even a meat eater can be deficient. Because, put it this way, the cattle aren't eating, animals are not eating from the earth anymore. They're eating GMO, soy, grain, everything. So they're not getting the bacteria from the earth, from the B12, they're getting synthetic injections. So you know, anyone can be B12 deficient, and it's something you really want to be careful about because it regulates your whole nervous system. So Freelee's levels were 527. Now, in Japan, if you're below 550, you go in for an emergency B12 injection needle because it's really important to have your B12 levels high because it regulates our nervous system, our brain function, lots of things. So I have been getting B12 shots. Got my second one today, so that's when I got my blood test reprinted. So it's meant to be 3 once a month, but I think they forgot or something. It's been like 2.5 months, but I've also been doing the sublingual B12 under my tongue. So not every day because I forget, but I'm going to, next time I go back, I'm going to get the B12 checked again and get all this done again and just get everything rechecked. So yeah, so that's still above what they say is low, obviously, the 180 to 221, but I would like it a lot higher, which is why I've had the injections. So,
okay, so now we're on to vitamin B12, and as you can see, 527. Okay, 527 is in the healthy range, and I do supplement with vitamin B12, and I have done for years, but I haven't actually had a shot for a long time, so that's great. So I've written a blog about vitamin B12, and I want you to check that out because I want you to realize that B12 deficiency is not a vegan exclusive thing. It's across the board, and it's actually more prevalent in meat eaters.
Next is iron. So my iron levels went quite low back in, this is actually the 27th of the 1st, 2012. My iron levels were 6.2. Then when I was quite ill, they were 7.9. And then here we've got them at 10.2 now. So since the 13th to the 6th, I've been having a lot more vitamin C and iron together for absorption. So things like spinach and orange juice, lemon and spinach, kale. I already eat a lot of dates and bananas, which have plenty of iron in them. A lot of food I have an iron. So as you can see, it's increased, and my iron is increasing anyway. date, so in a month or so. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy about that because it's definitely increasing. So Freelee's was 16. So yeah, if we can get anywhere towards up that would be really good. So that is pretty much it.
So another thing I get a lot of is you must be iron deficient on a vegan diet. You know, where do you get your iron? Blah, blah, blah. And look, okay, iron is in the healthy range, no problem at all. I don't have an iron deficiency. A vegan lifestyle is great for actually increasing your iron absorption.
So that's my blood test results. It's pretty good. It's pretty in line with what Freelee's are. Obviously, things are increasing like my iron and whatnot. The only thing missing this time was the vitamin D that he didn't print for me, and that was just sitting average. So, but increased from what it was last time from spending years inside the house sick and not getting any sunshine like I do now. So yeah, I'll update you again when I get some more done, but so far that's pretty good after only 6 months of being a vegan and you know, only a year and a half from being pretty sick. So just a year now, you know, I've cured myself in a year basically, and the healthiest I've ever been in my life. So high carb for the win. High carb vegan for the win.
And lastly, we have my vitamin D. The vitamin D is in the healthy range. There's no problems at all. You don't have to worry about vitamin D deficiency on this lifestyle. In fact, you don't have to worry about any deficiency on this lifestyle. There's nothing in animal products. There's no nutrients in animal products that aren't found in plant foods. And the best part of all, you're getting them firsthand, not recycled through the animal. But for me, the test really is in how you feel, how you look, how you perform. And I am just performing out of sight compared to how I was. I know I'm healthy. Okay, so at the end of the day, the proof really is in the banana pudding.